What makes someone an ideal client? So, my ideal client is in the B2B space. And over the years, I've had the opportunity to work with companies across a wide range of sizes, from startups to small and medium sized companies to corporations and the different countries that are and subunits and subsidiaries of those companies. And through this experience, I have found that companies around the 8-figure turnover range are incredibly exciting to work with. These companies are often looking to find an investor, or they are looking for a shift in ownership, and they typically have momentum, a hunger for growth, a validated offer, and the resources to really move things ahead. Yet they are small enough to make changes and shifts without the laborious process that's involved with major corporations. Now, often they have recently undergone a turnaround, they have an exiting leader, they just recently made profit after a long period of being in the red, or they may be looking for a buyer. So there is a shift going on somewhere, either before they come into our radar or after. Now, I think the opportunity to help these B2B clients is so exciting. And today I want to share some key characteristics that help me to know that someone is an ideal client. First, I like to look at what it is that is keeping them awake at night over the past month. My ideal clients are kept up trying to determine how they can grow their company faster, how they can make more sales, how they can market themselves and their products or their services in an efficient way. And of course, they want to over-deliver on their budget. They typically sell products or services with prices ranging from a few thousand to several thousand to through to hundreds of thousands of dollars or euros. Now, I love clients who have a hunger and a commitment to get things done. Things are the most fun when there is already internal commitment. But as long as you have sales coming in, you can accomplish a great deal even without it. And we're going to be talking about how to handle those situations in an upcoming video. Now, often the challenges these businesses are facing show up in ideal clients' lives in the form of 60-hour weeks, guiding their commercial teams, constantly creating new content, and not working in an efficient way. Now, that being said, if they didn't have these challenges, they would still be looking for things to improve and would be focusing on developing their vision, as that's the kind of people they are. Ideal clients also have primary business goals for the next 6 to 12 months of delivering, say, between 15% to 20% growth, 10% to 20% profit. They are often potentially acquiring or identifying new technologies, new products, and new services to enable their company to grow. The top 5 issues I hear clients say they are currently experiencing in their business are: number 1, that they believe they have too few salespeople to be able to penetrate enough accounts. And 2, that they are seeing too long development times for new products. 3, that they are seeing a lack of pace and urgency in R&D, in operations, and to some extent in commercial. And their teams can sometimes be a bit arrogant, or only part of the team in the rowboat is rowing, and really not everyone is pulling their weight. Number 4, product management or service management is not up to speed. And number 5, the marketing team is too small and not up to speed. When I ask how they would make more revenue, my ideal clients usually say that they would look at hiring more salespeople, knocking over more accounts, and spending more time with each customer to sell more in every account. they would say that the biggest aids to achieving 20% more profit is speedy marketing, more sales resources, and a rapid development process for new products and services. And they would say that if they don't change the way they're doing things right now, they won't be able to reach their targets and to develop their company in the way they would like it to develop. Now, in a landscape where competition is taking their visibility, especially in the digital world, they risk losing relevancy and market share. And that is a very dangerous place to be. For example, if you have an elite IT leader who is exiting and a big chunk of the client base is attached to that leader, then you will effectively be left with a shell of a company. If you build your own sales pipeline and your own client base around it, then you build in independence, and yet you have equity from the exiting leader's shadow and their legacy. Now, if what we just talked about resonates with you, then I would love to have a chat with you to see how and if we can help. Mary Rose Hoya here, where my team and I help 8-figure B2B businesses, our ideal clients, build cost-effective sales pipelines. So jump on over to maryrosehoya.com and I would love to hear from you. See you next time.